I'm by a lovely old mill on Norfolk's River Wensum, and for our second film with Terry Lawton, we look at his stream fishing kit. Everything from chest waders to rods and reels. So Terry, this is the ideal kit really for a stream fly fisher, isn't it?
Indeed, yes. Yes.
Let's do the clothing first. We'll get onto the hardcore towards the end. So, you breathable chest waders?
Yep, absolutely. Breathables have transformed fishing compared with old nylon sweaty jobs, and neoprene ones are fine when the weather's really cold, but as I say, there's nothing to beat a good pair of breathables, because you can wear them quite happily on a hot day, even if you're not in the water. And of course, obviously, when you're in the water, they keep you dry, and you don't get moisture building up inside as you do with nylon or neoprene.
Exactly. And I don't know about you, but I've done away totally with my neoprenes now, because I've found even in cold weather, you can still use your breathables, but all you've got to do is put on a pair of fleecy pants and
yes, and thermal underwear.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your vest.
Yes.
Absolutely essential.
Indeed. Yes. I've always used a mesh one on the basis that when the weather's hot, it'll keep you cool. And again, if the weather's cold, you can wear a wading jacket or an extra fleece or sweater. So I don't see the function of a fishing vest to add to your warmth, but it can cause you to overheat. Yeah. So as I say, I think there's a lot to be said for a mesh one.
Yeah, yeah. Now, it amazes me, because I do a certain amount of guiding, and it amazes me how many anglers I will take out who do not have Polaroid glasses with them. It seems to me I would feel totally stark naked on a river without Polaroid glasses. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, yes. I think there are two reasons for wearing glasses. One is to protect your eyes from flies if you fluff your cast or you get hit by wind and could end up with a fly in your face.
It's bad enough in an ear,
yes,
isn't it? Never mind
yes.
in an eye. Yeah.
And of course, the other essential point is so you can see through the water and see what's happening below the surface.
Because this is the essence, isn't it, of the book that we've discussed. It's the essence of your fishing, isn't it? That we're not just fishing blind. You are absolutely targeting fish. You're looking at where they're lying, what they're feeding on, how they're feeding, looking for their body language.
Indeed,
yeah.
Yes.
So,
yes, and if you can see everything that's going on, it makes it just so much more fun.
Exactly. Yeah, more fun, simply. Now, I see that you have got some juicy rods and a reel here. This is the new Hardy Marksman kit, I believe. And these are, I must admit, I've had a waggle with them, and these are river rods par excellence.
Indeed.
You've got the 7-foot 3 weight and the 10-foot 4 weight here. What sort of purposes would you use these rods for?
Well, a 7-foot 3 weight is absolutely ideal for a small stream such as we've got here behind us, and particularly streams where there's vegetation and overhanging trees and so on, and you're limited to how much room you've got to wave a rod around. That's not to say that you couldn't use it on a bigger river, but once you get onto bigger rivers, you're going to need to cast further and perhaps cope with stronger winds when a rod as light as a 3 weight is perhaps going to struggle.
It wouldn't worry you at all hooking into, say, a 2 or 3 pound trout down here on a 3 weight.
No,
quite enough.
No.
Excellent. And the 10-foot 4 weight?
That would be an ideal Czech nymphing rod, or where you want to fish a longer rod on a bigger river.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Czech nymphing, and this would be obviously the perfect tool for that. And it would be lovely, Terry, perhaps to get a sequence with you in the future on Czech nymphing, because it's a tremendously efficient technique,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes, yeah, particularly on the right rivers, fairly big. Turbulent rivers, and where the fish can't see you, which means that you can get nice and close to them.
And wading again using the chesties, I suppose. It's sometimes so efficient it's like cheating.
Yes. Well, it's nice to have the occasional day when you do catch quite a lot of fish. I think everybody needs one once in a while.
Yes, everybody deserves a bonus in life.
Yes.
And this gem of a reel, I mean...
Yes, that's lovely,
isn't that just a pretty... I mean, there's something about fishing that's often overlooked, isn't it? We're in a beautiful, beautiful, exquisite place with the willows and the mayfly and the wagtails, and it's actually rather nice to fish with equally gorgeous tackle, isn't it?
I couldn't
it enhances
agree more.
the experience,
Yes,
doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm delighted with all this, doesn't it? Doesn't it all look yummy? Let's put it up and
Let's
have a start.
go fishing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, brilliant stuff.